Okay, let's just stand on the mat. We're actually gonna move before we do our roll down. So just stand right in the center of your mat, facing forwards. Make sure that your weights are not on your mat because I don't want you to step on them. Good, let's stand with our feet in parallel and then your hands are gonna go to your hips. Can you guys hear me okay? Just give me a little thumbs up if you can. Perfect, thank you. Then I want you to take your feet in a turnout position, your heels together, toes turned out. We're gonna keep it small at first. You're gonna go to the right and then step back together. Really easy, step to the left and back together. Good. Getting a little bit warmer. My goal is to get you warm today. That's gonna be the word of the day, is get warm. I think we will do that. Good. Make your steps just a little bit bigger. Maybe go all the way to the edge of the mat. Deepen it just a little bit. Good. This round, we're just going to keep it like this. We're going to do 2 different rounds of this. Good. Let's do 1 more to each side. Back into the center, hold here. Arms come down. A little modified jumping jack, and then I'll let you go to a real one if you want to. So reach out and up. Big arms. Reach. You didn't know you were going to do aerobics this morning. Reach and reach. 5, 6, 7. Now you have the option of going here and here. That is as fast as I'll go this morning, just because of an ankle issue, but you can always go faster than that and you can take it back to this if you want. My goal, just to get your heart rate going. Good. Bring those hands back to your hips, heels together. Good. We're going to take it to the side, but maybe 2 little pulses as we go. So we go down, down, and then together, and down, down, and then together. Down, down. Good. Down, down, and then together. Good. We keep going there. Good. Little pulse and back together. Little pulse and back together. Now I want you to take your hands, interlace your fingers, and then reach your pointer fingers forwards like you're a Charlie's Angel, and then keep going with the arms. So squeezing the palms together, reaching the fingertips out in front of you, and squeeze. Go down, reaching through the arms, getting some movement there. Good. Warming up the legs. Let's do 1 more to each side. Little pulse, pulse, and back together, and pulse, pulse, and back together. Drop the arms, bring your feet in parallel, and then reach the arms long and slowly start to roll down. Now that we've got our heart rate going, we will do a roll down after we've warmed the legs a little bit. You can always bend them here. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, we're gonna roll back up. Pull up through the belly. Good. Shoulders roll back. Let's grab our hand weights. Still continuing on that little warm-up phase. We're gonna do some prancing. So arms are long, and we're just gonna prance. The heels, I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. The heels are very light. They're just gonna push one down and then the other, moving through the feet, just like we would do for footwork on the reformer. Good, big deep breath. And then with the arms, we're just gonna take them, start to reach them up and overhead as we prance, and then let the arms come back down by your side. We're gonna keep going with that. Keep prancing and reaching the arms up. Good. We're not counting, we're just kind of going for time, letting our bodies warm. My palms are facing forwards, just to open the shoulders a bit. Let those heels drop, pressing down into them. Let the toes get some work. Maybe squeeze your glutes as you're doing this work here. Arms up and lower. Good, big deep breaths. Working through those ankles, You can always keep your range a little bit smaller if you need to on the feet if it's bothering the arches or the ankles, hopefully warming up the toes. We're gonna bring the arms all the way down on this one. Just keep going with those prances and then set the feet down. Arms are in front of you, feet are 2 inches apart. Chin comes down to your chest and we're gonna slowly roll down. Good, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, we roll up. We're gonna take those feet out to a wide plie, turn the toes and the knees out. The knees aren't gonna track forwards. They're not gonna rotate in. That's gonna hurt them eventually, too much pressure. So I want you to point the knees directly over the center of the feet. Your hands are gonna start in a curled position. We'll go down, we'll just do these, just hold with the arms here. Those arms will stay curled. Good. Now, as we come up, you're gonna reach the arms up overhead. As you go down, you're gonna bring it back into that curled position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys look great. 9 and 10. We're gonna hold this down. Just hold it in that little squat right there, just letting those legs catch on fire just a teeny tiny bit. Hold this. Now take those arms up to that elbows in position. Open the arms and close the arms. Open them, stand up, reach. Come down, hold it, close the arms in, open, stand up, reach up. Go down, in, open, and up. Close, and up. Good, down, close, open, and up. Good, keep going. I'm already getting warm. Yes, definitely warm now. I have a feeling we're gonna be turning the fans on. Keep going. Let's do a couple more here. Those arms should be feeling this. Good. Hold this down here. Now little pulses. Pull down with the arms, pull down with the bottom. Pull, like you're pulling a rope from overhead. Good. And then stand all the way up. Circle your arms all the way down. Walk those feet in a little bit. You're gonna stay in a little bit more of a parallel position this time. You're gonna bring the hands to the chest. You're gonna rotate, turn onto that foot, and then rotate, turn onto the other foot. Press and press. I think you know where I'm going with this. We're gonna punch, reach, and reach. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, pause. You've got the motion. Bring the feet a little bit wider. Let's go down and punch, down and punch across. Use your obliques, use your core, pull it in as you rotate. Don't think of a kickboxing class, think of Pilates. I want you to pull your abs and your back in towards the spine and use your breath to help you with your rotation. So if you do a kickboxing class, you're gonna be a little bit stronger at holding a position like this. Cross and cross. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go to 12. Good. Woo. Walk those feet back in. We're definitely warm now. Arms long. And then bring your chin to your chest. Heart rate should be elevated. That was our goal. I promise it's not all going to be heart pumping like that. I just wanted to get you going this morning. Take a deep breath. One more breath as you hold it down. And then slowly roll back up. That feels good. I'm going back to my aerobics instructor roots there. I might have to add a little bit more of that in. Here we go. Take your feet out. Let's turn the toes and the knees out and hold here. Now you're going to bring your hands up into a bicep curl. Good. Now the chest is just going to be hinging slightly for all the turns you can see. I want you to kind of stay in this position the whole time. So even as you come up, stay in a slight hinge as you come up right there. Good. Now we'll go down and then curl as you come up. Go down and then curl. 3. Remember, you're staying in that slight hinge forwards, working through the core the whole time. Shoulders down to the hips are engaged even though the legs are working. Now I'm going to shift my feet in a tiny bit because I know what's coming next and I want to have stability for that. So not quite as wide as we were before. Now, as we come up, you're gonna lift one heel. Sorry, as you go down, lift one heel, straighten the arms. As you come up, put it down. And then the other, and lift. Are you guys following me on that? I know it's a little bit of pat your head, rub your tummy. Good. Maybe feel those legs start to shake a bit. Good. Now, we're gonna take this down, hold it down, and then right heel lifts as you curl and you hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, you're almost out of it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up, roll your shoulders back. One breath, cleansing breath, we go down. Now you curl, lift the left heel, curl and drop. 7, 6, you're almost down to your mat, this is it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Arms long in front. Turn the heels parallel with the toes so the feet are facing forwards. And then slowly roll down from there. A little wide stretch. You can let your weights stay down on the mat and just grab opposite elbows and just shift your body right and left, just letting the upper body hang like a rag doll. Good. Maybe shift your weight into your toes a little bit more, maybe back into the heels just to see what feels good. And then you're going to bring your hands down to the mat, bend your knees, and go ahead and come all the way down to the mat from there. Good. Perfect. We're going to go down all the way seated on your bottom. You do need your weights. I'm going to turn an extra fan on. Give me just a second. That way I already have it going because I can tell that I'm going to need it. If you need another one, there's a fan there that you can push the button on the top of that one too, and that'll reach us. Okay, so grab those weights and then let's go all the way down onto the mat. If you need water, make sure you grab that at any time. Good. Bring your feet into parallel. Arms are going to reach long with the weights in hand. Now, I just want you to slowly tuck the pelvis and then lift the hips into the air. This should feel good right here. Just a little breather break. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, we roll back down. We're going to keep these weights pretty close to us the whole class. We're going to tuck the pelvis and then lift the hips into the air and hold this at the top. Just keep pressing the pelvis all the way up. Good. Then scoop and roll back down again. Again, tucking the pelvis, lifting the hips and holding this at the top. And then from here, keep holding on to those weights. Lift the arms up in line with the chest, holding here. Now I want you to open your arms out to a T. Good. And then as you roll down, reach the arms up towards the sky. As you lift the hips, open the arms out to a T, find a stretch for the chest. And as you roll back down, those arms reach up. Good. Just keep going here. Opening and closing. I don't want you to go fast. As you lift and lower the arms, keep a hairline bend in the elbow. That way you'll have not as much tension on the chest, the bicep, and the shoulder. And then we scoop and roll back down. Good. We're going to lift. Now we kind of move into a little bit more of a hinge. So you'll bring the bottom down. You'll lift the bottom up, really squeezing through the back of the legs. Good. Keep going there. We're going to lift the hips into the air. Hold this at the top. Now just do the arms. You're going to lift the arms and lower them and lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to lift the arms all the way up, turn the palms to face towards you, and then I want you to bend your elbows and drop your bottom. Hold here. You're going to lift the hips into the air, hold it at the top. Now, as you push the hands to the sky, lift your heels. And as you drop the elbows, drop the heels, keep the bottom lifted. So you're going to push the heels up, push the hands up, and then drop the elbows, drop the heels. 3. Now you're going to feel the backs of those legs kick on. And 4. Good. And 5. Abdominals pulled in. 6. Make sure those weights go right over the chest, not over the face. And 7. And drop the heels, finding control through the ankle. Good. Let's go to 12. 3 more. Feel those legs kick on. Mine are shaking already. 1 more. Lift the heels, lift the arms, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Scoop and roll all the way down. Lower your arms all the way down by your side. Let those go. And then just go ahead and pull the knees in. You can pull the head in towards the knees if you want to as well. Good. I'm going to give you some options on the next one just to make sure that everybody has what they need in this. So we're almost done in this position. Hang in there with me. The arms are going to go long down by your side, but I like to put the heavy part of the weight down on the mat. That feels better on the shoulders and the hands for me on this one. You're going to tuck the pelvis and then lift the hips into the air. You're going to take your right leg up to a tabletop and then extend the leg up towards the sky. Now, as you lower the leg, lift the arms. As you lift the leg, lower the arms. Also an option is just to keep the weights down on the mat. 3, just like that. And 4, 5, 6, you're almost there. Don't worry, you're going to get a break in between. 7, and 8. Press the weights into the mat. Bring your foot down and then roll down. Whew, those are my nemesis every time. Take a big deep breath, curl the knees in, and just kind of rock around on that low back just a little bit. This is your last one in this position. Bring the feet down to the mat. We tuck the pelvis. We lift the hips into the air, hold this at the top. Now we're going to take that left leg up to tabletop, send it up towards the sky, point the toe. Now we're going to lower the leg, lift the arms. As you lift the leg, Bring the hands back down. 2, and lift. 3, abs pulled in. Back is working 2. 5, 6, 2 more. Shaky, shaky. At the top, bring the foot down and then scoop and roll down from here. Lay the weights down, pull the knees into your chest and pull the forehead towards the knees and hold them there. Good. Your hands are gonna go back and interlace behind your head. You're gonna hold here. Your right leg's gonna come up to tabletop and your left leg is going to extend all the way out. You're gonna lift your chest and we're gonna do a little alternating move here. Now, we're gonna lower the chest and lower the left leg down to the mat at the same time. Your right leg stays at tabletop. You lift the hips into the air. You drop the hips back down. You curl up into flexion and extend the left leg. Your right leg is gonna stay still the whole time. You lower the chest, lower the foot, lift the hips. Drop and extend the leg. Good. Drop and lift the hips. Let those elbows open. Drop down and lift and reach. Nice and slow. I want you to feel that curl up. Lift and extend that left leg. And lower and lift the hips. Good. We've got 3 more on this side. Reach and curl. Try to get those shoulder blades higher and lift. Lower down and reach out. Good. We've got 1 more. Lift and extend. Bring the foot down. Then lift and hold. Drop the bottom. Extend the leg out and hold. Now we do the crisscross. Rotate and rotate. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg long, go into hamstring pull 3, a little double bounce there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, give them a little love. Then send the feet back down to the mat. Hands are gonna go interlace behind your head. Your left leg comes up to tabletop. Hold it there. You lift the chest, extend the right leg out. Hold there. So that right leg is the only one that's gonna be working and doing movement. Right foot comes down, the head comes down, and you lift the bottom. You drop your bottom, extend the right leg, and lift. The left leg stays still, foot down, and bridge. Go down, extend into that flexion. Lower and you bridge. Good. Drop down. You extend. The foot comes down. We go slow, arms open. We lift. We lift and extend. Drop down. Lift the hips. 3 more. Here's 3. Curl, lower, and lift. And 2, and lower down. Lift the hips up. 1 more. We can do this. Lift and extend. Lower down. And lift the hips. We lift this back up. We extend the leg and we go for the crisscross for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs go long. We lift and pull, 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 pull. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one. We're gonna hug those knees in, just rock side to side a little bit. Let's take a little spine twist supine here, little gift in between those. Legs are gonna come up to tabletop. Squeeze the knees together, the arms are gonna go out to a T. We're gonna take it over to the right with an inhale. Exhale, pull to center. Legs are gonna go over to the left. And then exhale, pull to center. Again, over to the right. Just find a little calming breath here in between. And exhale, pull to center. Good. Let's do one more to each side. Perfect. You're going to pull that back to center for me, please. In your hands, we're going to interlace behind your head. Another flexion move here before we come into a different position on our mat. I want your feet to be on your mat, and they're going to be wide, and they're going to be on your toes. So a little bit different position than we normally have them in. Hands stay behind the head. You're going to lift the head and chest. You're going to bring your legs up to tabletop. Pretty simple as we get started. And then you're going to tap the toes down to the mat, keep the toes down, and then let the head come down. Lift the chest, bring the toes up, bring the toes down, and let the head come down. Just a couple more like that. Lift the chest, bring the legs up, the legs down, and then bring the head down as well. One more, lift the chest, bring the toes up, bring the toes down. I'm already kind of starting to feel that fire, and then lower down. Now we're gonna add on. We're gonna lift the chest, extend the legs up and out, pull it back in, bring the toes down, and let the head come down. Lift, bring the knees up, extend out, knees in, toes down, and head down. Two more like that. Lift the chest, elbows slightly in front of the ears, come up on those shoulder blades, knees up, extend, pull in, toes down, and head down. Woo. Lift, knees up, extend out, pull in, toes down, head down. Now you can always keep the head down the whole time if you need to. Moving on to our last set. You're gonna lift the chest, lift the knees, extend the legs out, squeeze the legs together, open them back up, bend the knees in, tap the toes down, they stay wide, you lower down. So it's a little opposite of what we normally do. Lift the chest, keep the legs wide, knees come up. You extend out, tap together, knees in, toes down, and we go down. Woo, fire there. Lift, knees up, extend out, tap them together, open, knees in, tap, and we go down. Can we do two more here together? Lift, knees up, extend out, tap them, open, knees in, toes down, lower down. Our abs are awake. Lift, knees up, extend out, tap, knees in, toes down, and we lower. Nice. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your legs and rock yourself up from there. We're gonna go over onto all fours. Good time to grab a drink if you need one. Good. We've done this one before as part of another series. We'll just do it by itself today. So I want you to grab your hand weights, and you're gonna have your weight in your, let's go right arm, since you guys can see that side of me. I'll keep it the same. So knees are directly beneath the hips. You can turn the toes under if you want, if that gives you a little bit more support. You're gonna extend the left leg completely out and extend it long. Try not to let that hip open up. You wanna keep both sides of the pelvis anchored down towards the mat. You're gonna take your right arm up and you're going to extend it out in front of you. Keep the leg lifted. Now you're gonna bend the elbow, tap the toe down to the mat, keep the leg long. 7 and lower. 6, 5, nice and slow, squeeze that booty. 4, 3, 2, reach it out as far as you can, turn the palm inwards, lift and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, And 8, bring the arm down, point the back foot toe to the sky and pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the weight, come down to your forearms, make 11s. Good, you're gonna point and hold here. I want you to take that foot and I want you to flex the foot and press it towards your bottom. Now point the toe, reach it away. I know it feels a little backwards. Flex the foot, drag it into the bottom, point the toe and reach it away. Try not to let that hip kick up. You want to stay anchored with the pelvis angling down. Point and reach. Here's flex and point, reach away slowly. Think of dragging something towards your bottom and then dragging something away from your body. Use your breath. Let's do one more here. And reach away. Now, I want you to come up onto your knees and turn your toes under. Your arms are going to be pretty far out in front of you. I want you to find yourself in a plank position on the knees the whole time here. Toes turned under. Good. Then we're going to go for tricep push-ups 8 times, but we're going to alternate it with a child's pose. So this is very doable for everyone. So you're going to bend the elbows lower and push back up. Then sit back on your heels, but keep the toes turned under. Keep the hands where they are, sticky on the mat, forwards. And then lower as far as you want, because you've just got that one, you can use a lot more power and push back. Come forwards. Here's 3. And push back. Should feel very successful at these. And push. 5. And we sit back. Good. Elbows in. And we're back. 2 more. 7. And hips back. 1 more. We come to 8. And then we sit back. We're going to come forward, stay on the knees. This time the elbows are going to go out wide. We've got 12 right here. 12 and push. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to sit back on our heels. This time you can turn the toes under, bring your hands back to the heels if you want, and just let your head come down, take a breath. Good. We're going to shift our body weight back forwards. You can stay exactly where you are. I'm just going to turn so you can see. I want you to be able to see that front arm and what's going on with that. So we're going back to that quadruped position here. The left hand has the weights. The right leg is going to extend out. Make sure you don't kick the hip up. You want to angle it downwards. Left arm is going to come up, hold. You're going to push it out in line with your ear, keep the leg lifted. You're going to tap the toe, bring the elbow into the side. Reach and lower. 6 and pull it in. 5 and tap that toe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You reach the arm out, turn the palm in, pulse it up. 2, 3, long leg. 5, 6, 7, and 8. You set the weight down, hands on the mat, bend the knee, point the toe, pulse it to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come down to the forearms. Flex your foot and pull the heel into your bottom as hard as you can. Now point the toe and reach the leg out long. Flex the foot, drag it in, point and reach it out. Flex and drag, point and reach away. Flex, drag in, point, reach out. We can do this. drag, feel that right leg turn on, point and reach out. Flex, pull it in towards us. Good, point and reach away. Flex, pull in. Good, give me a couple more right there. And reach the leg out long. You're gonna pull the knees in, turn the toes under. Just one set of the tricep push-ups, the ones that we are very successful at. So we're gonna come forwards, hold. I feel like you can get a little deeper into these this round, especially if I give you that child's pose in between. Keep the toes turned under. Elbows come in by your side, you lower, you push back up, and you sit back on your heels. Maybe you set a weight right in front of you, giving you something to go for. You can lay it down, or you can turn it up on its end, just to give you a range for your push-up. Elbows in, don't let the belly sink. And come back. Good, forwards, bend, push up, and sit back. So kinder position on our wrist as well. Forwards, there's 6. We're just gonna do 2 more here, and we're not gonna do a second round of the wide arm push-ups. And we sit back, we're gonna do 1 more, come forwards, we bend, and then we just sit back on the heels, take a little breath here for 3 counts. Good. Let's bring those forearms down to the mat. You're gonna go into a plank, really simple here, but it's gonna get it fired up. Hold this. Now, you're gonna drop the head and walk the feet in 4 counts. Lift the hips, piking up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Walk the feet back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. You should be back to your starting position. Lift the hips, walk it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, here we go. Lift the hips, walk. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk back. 4, 3. Give me a couple more of those on your own. Walking it up. Walking it back. You'll give me 1 more. Feel those arms fired up here. Upper back is fired up. Good. Back down to those knees. Another breath. Perfect. Let's go ahead and turn back facing in towards one another. Grab one of your weights. Hang in there with me, you guys. Yes. I've almost drank that entire cup of water. Yes. So if you see me escape for a second, I'm just popping over to get more water out of the cooler. It's very warm up here this morning. So knees are on the mat, and we're using these weights. We're using some of our larger muscle groups, and going slow in some of this, I think, is firing it up a little bit more. So let's do it again. Here we go. So let's take, I'm gonna keep the weight in my, you can mirror me if you want. I think that might help. Take your left hand down to the mat. Good. And then reach your right arm up towards the sky. Hold this right here. Good. All I want you to do is lift the leg and hold right here. You're gonna pull the elbow and the knee in together to get us started, and then reach out. 7, and reach. 6, and reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna shift the arms straight up in the air. Take the leg, tap it, and lift it. Tap and lift. 6, 5, 4. Woo, that arm. Did I mention you can ditch the weight if you need to, right? It can go here. That's me taking a break. You're gonna lift the leg up, hold. Give me a point. Give me little circles, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch directions, just go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the arm goes forward, the leg goes back, and you switch. Weight or no weight, you're still gonna move the arm. 3, and reach. 2 more. 4, and reach. And 5, and center. Bring it down. I think we should just go ahead and do the other side. That way we don't chicken out and not do it, okay? Here we go. Opposite side. Your right hand goes down to the mat this time. Your left arm is going straight up into the air, holding it there. You're gonna take that leg out. Good. Left leg is out. Arm is up over your head. You pull the elbow in and reach out. 7, and reach away. 6, 5, 4, 3. My opposite leg is a shaken. 2, and 1. You're gonna reach the arm all the way up. Hold, drop the leg, lift the leg. This is right where it starts to kick in for me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, little circles point. 4, 3, 2. Come on, gang. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now the arm goes forward, the leg goes back, and we switch. Here's 4, and kick. 3, woo, that other leg. 2, and 1. Hallelujah. We come down from that one. We go down onto our bottoms. Woo, let's work in parallel for a minute because those did me in on that one. Okay, perfect. So let's go fingertips facing towards the body. A little reverse tabletop, opening the chest and the shoulders feels really good as we do this one. And then doing a little single leg work and a little tricep all together. So we're gonna lift the hips, keep looking forwards. Just find a little stretch right here as we get going. Now you're gonna bend your elbows and tap the bottom to the mat. Come back up, send your right leg up, point the toe. Then come down, bend the elbows, switch leg, kick. Doing a little can here this morning, sticking with our aerobics theme. 3, and 4, 5. Bend those elbows, get those triceps. 2 more, you got this. And 1. Now, we float the legs up. Hold here. So let's do a little single leg teaser, okay? You're gonna extend your right leg, lift the arms, and bring the arms down, bring the leg down. Switch, lift, and back down. Lift, and back down. Pretty easy, yes. On a teaser scale, pretty easy. Not just easy, but easy for teasers. Let's do 1 more each side. And then bring the feet down. I won't give you all 18 teasers today like we did last week. We'll just stick with this one. Hold here. You're gonna lift and float the legs up. Good, arms reach out in front. I want you to tap the toes down, lift the arms, exhale, pull in. Inhale, this is a really good way to modify a teaser for someone who's working on them. If you have trouble with your low back holding it up, if those hip flexors are tight, just kind of opening it up. Good, 2 more. Bring the feet down, bring the hands to the backs of your legs, kind of round yourself forwards for just a second. Now we're gonna bring those legs, float them back up and hold. Good, reach the arms out in front. Now you're gonna lift the legs, hold here. Then you're gonna bend the knees back into that starting position. Lifting it all the way up, straightening, squeezing, and back in. Lift. You're gonna bring it back in, wrap the arms around the legs. That should feel really good. Wrap them underneath. Just a little break right there. Now we reach the arms, we do 3 more. Legs go to that tabletop where I could sit on your shins. You extend the toes and you pull it back in. Here's 2. Long arms, palms face inwards. You're gonna hold this one for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend and then come down. Let's go down onto our side. Good. Come down onto that left elbow, hold here. Top foot in front, bottom foot in back. So stack the feet that way, top foot in front. We come all the way up here on that forearm. We go slow, we thread the needle underneath, and then we rise back up. 7, and we lift. 6, 5. Get that rotation. Let it feel good through the shoulder blade. 3, squeeze those legs together. 2. Now we're not done here quite yet. You're gonna lift this back up. Take your bottom knee down, but hold in that plank. Lift the leg up, tap in the front of the mat, tap in the back of the mat. Tap in the front and tap in the back. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. We bend the knees in. We're just gonna rotate it over to the other side immediately. Left arm goes down, or right arm goes down for you guys. And then top foot goes in front. We lift up, we hold. We thread the needle, we go underneath, we reach, and then we come back up to the top. 7, and back up. 6, and reach up. 5, 4, 3. Give me 2 more here. 1 more. Back up to the top. You're gonna drop your bottom knee, stay in that side plank, lift the top leg, tap in the front of the mat and the back. 2, and tap. 3, and tap. 4, 5, 6, you're almost there. 7, and 8. You'll bring this all the way down and then go ahead and just sit on your bottom. Pretty easy, yes, there, just sit. Now, I'm gonna start with my right leg long, that way you can see what my left leg is doing. So right leg's gonna go long, but I'm gonna take my left leg and I'm gonna pull it back behind me. Can you guys see what I'm doing with that? And if that's not available to you, then you can always take it where the inside of the foot is on the inside of the leg. So you can do it the opposite way. But just to get a bonus quad stretch, I'm gonna turn it backwards, okay? as best you can. Now flex the foot that's out in front, and you're gonna reach the hands out, trying to hinge to get there. So you'll start to notice your background if you can see yourself on screen. I guess you guys may not be able to see that if you have it just on speaker view, but try to find that stretch through the back and get length through the back of that leg. Keep flexing the foot. Maybe you grab the foot, but that's not something that you have to be able to do here. You're just going as far as you can get a stretch and making sure that you can breathe where you are. Now, all we're gonna do is rotate the chest open towards the inside of the legs, reach that outside arm in, and then just take this arm up and over, finding a little bit of a rotation there. Maybe open the chest, so you're opening towards that bent knee, still reaching towards that long leg with both hands. Good, lift all the way up, and then just kind of rotate towards that back foot a little bit. Little quad stretch, little stretch through the hip there. Lift the chest. Slowly take that knee and lift it. Don't go too fast on that one. Extend the opposite leg out in front. Take the other leg back for that quad stretch, or take it inside to the inner thigh. You picking what feels best today. Flex the foot, and then you're gonna hinge, walking the fingertips forwards, trying to sit down through the bottom, keeping a long spine, flexing the foot back towards you to deepen the stretch through the hamstring on that extended leg. You guys did a really good job today. I was kind of peeking down at my heart rate some. I got a new watch for Christmas, so I was kind of peeking at that, and it was definitely a little bit higher today using the weights in our hands on some of those movements since we got our bodies warmed up with those little jumping jacks and stuff in the beginning. We're gonna rotate, so bring that outside arm on the inside of the legs and just reach the arm up and over and hold there. Trying to sit the hips down as much as you can, reaching both hands towards the foot. Keep flexing that foot on the leg that's long. And then rise up, and you're gonna rotate towards that back foot and hold there. Take a breath. Good, we're gonna lift the chest, slowly unravel those legs. Scoot forwards on the mat just a bit, grab really low on your shins, pull the knees in towards you, and let's just do a few rolling like a ball to massage the spine, and then we come back up nice and slow. Inhale as you go back to the shoulder blades, exhale, we lift. You're gonna keep that flexion all the way up through the cervical vertebrae. Squeeze your knees together. Give me 2 more. 1 more. You're gonna bring the feet down to the mat. Bring your hands to your knees. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. Good, give me 1 more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Good, we're done for today. You guys did an amazing job. Thanks, Mindy, for coming with me. Very, very good. Hopefully your bodies are much warmer now that we are done. You can go ahead and unmute yourselves if